Okay, so who needs a volunteer profile? So when you first get started, Abigail helps you create a Get Connected profile for you and any family members or non-family members. So that would be people who are not going to live in the home, friends, extended family, who are going to help you with sweat equity. They need their own profile. So it's great when you tell site staff that people are coming on your behalf, but each person who volunteers will need their own profile on Get Connected. All of your friends and family, they also will need to specifically register for homebuyer opportunities. And again, that just helps track all of the hours. And then the last thing is anyone additional, again, friends and family living outside of the home, they will need to complete a quick background check. It takes a couple of minutes. It's just online and it's completely free. So there's no fee for them at all. It should only take a couple of minutes, but if there are any issues completing background checks, we can always help walk you through those as well. But so anyone who's going to help you complete hours, again, needs the profile, but then also please make sure to tell Abigail just so that she's aware and that everyone will be able to sign up for the home buyer opportunities. All right, so now we're just going to get into how to use Get Connected and how to start from the beginning. So this is our homepage. Our website is volunteer.habitatportlandregion.org. So this is what you'll see at first, and you are going to go to this blue login button up here in order to sign in. So this is where you will use your login information provided by Abigail. You'll put your email into this line with your password. If you ever have trouble remembering your password, there's a button down here that you can click to reset it, or you can just as easily email us or Abigail and we can reset it on our end for you. If you had a friend who wanted to create a profile, all they have to do is click this orange button instead to click sign up, and it'll lead them through just some questions, like birthday, emergency contact, things like that. But you all shouldn't have to worry about that since Abigail helps you. So once you log in, this is the screen you'll see. A lot of times you'll see this gray box pop up. You can just exit out of that right away. It'll sort of walk you through some things, but I'll just show you straight to where you can go. So just to save time, exit out of this box. And the most important button you will need to know is this one on the left-hand side of your screen that says for future homeowners. So when you click this future homeowners button, it'll lead you to this table. It'll show you all available opportunities. So for instance, you can see the Gresham Restore, Alder Commons, build sites, whatever is available. And then you can also toggle between pages. So if you're not seeing something, it's usually alphabetical, so you can always change pages down here. When you're registering for a restore, so say you've never been there before, it's really important to register for this first day orientation shift. That's so that our volunteer coordinators on site can walk you through the restore, give you a tour, and provide you any information you would need to know before officially completing your hours there. Okay, so say on that list you selected Foster Build Site. So this page will show you an entire description of what to expect when you're on site. It will also list opportunity dates if you scroll down. But really all you need to know is to click this blue button up here at the top that says respond. So this is where things get a little more complicated. So bear with me, please ask any questions too. So when you click that blue respond button, it'll show you all of the qualifications that you need to complete in order to volunteer at that site. So these will look different for build sites and restores. So if you completed all of these for the build site, there may be additional qualifications for the restore if you choose to volunteer there in the future. So for the build site, there are 3. All volunteers, regardless of site, need to complete this waiver. Everyone needs to agree to our manual, which to view our manual, this is a link down here. So you can click it, you can read through it, and then you just click this button right here to agree to the policies and guidelines that are listed. The manual is kind of nice in general too, because it'll give you more of an overview of habitat in general. And then the last thing specifically for construction volunteers is the safety video. So again, there's a link here at the bottom. You can click it. It should link to a YouTube video. And then you can click right here that you've watched the safety video. So I'm going to go into a little bit of the waiver because I know the waiver gives people a lot of issues. There's a lot of pages to get through. So if this were a live page, just imagine that I click the release and waiver of liability right there, and then we can move forward. So then this screen will pop up. So this is just telling you that it's requesting that you sign this waiver electronically. So you're just going to click continue right here. So page 1 of the waiver, all you need to do is add your name in this box and then today's date. And then instead of using these buttons on the right over here, just use this blue submit page and proceed. Sometimes if you use the pages over here, whatever you input on here will not save. So it's very important to use this blue button when flipping through the pages. So pages 2 and 3, you're welcome to read through. I kind of skipped over them because you will not have to fill out anything for them. So just keep clicking that blue button once you've finished reading it. On page 4, this is an adult and a youth waiver. So in the top part, if you're over 18 years old, you'll fill out this section right here. And I know the font is really small right now. I promise it'll be bigger on your screen when you go through it, but it's just signature, address, phone number, email, and your birth date. And then you can click complete signing. So then your waiver will be completely done. If you have a child who's under 18 or a friend who's going to help with sweat equity who's not 18 yet, they will be required to fill out their name and date of birth here. And then what will happen is it will email the rest of this waiver to a parent or guardian. And then the parent or guardian will complete this section here and then just click complete signing. That was kind of a lot. It gets a little convoluted on this page 4. So if you all have any issues with it, we also have paper copies of this waiver. And you're welcome to do a paper copy and give it to Abigail, and we can upload it to your profile too. All right, so when you click complete signing, it's going to double check that you're sure that you agree to this document. So just click yes to complete it. All right, so it's going to bring you back to this foster build page. And you'll see this green bar at the top of the screen. And that's confirming that all of your qualifications have been done and they're approved in order to volunteer for this shift. Those qualifications you only need to do once. So you will not have to worry about those again. If you still want to continue registering for this, just click the blue respond button again that you click to get to the qualifications. So now the blue respond button will lead you to this page. So this is going to list all of the available shifts. And I apologize, I know the list is not the easiest to look at. You can filter by day with this menu right here. So say Thursdays work the best for you. You can always just click Thursdays and it'll show you just those on the list. So you can schedule one day at a time, or you can schedule multiple shifts. but just check the boxes next to the dates you want to register for. And then at the bottom, there'll be a blue submit button. So you just click the blue submit button. I know you can't see it right now, but imagine just a blue button like this. And then this confirmation will pop up at the bottom. So it'll list your days that you officially registered for. You can also, if you have Google Calendar, you can connect it to that, or it'll save it to your phone or email calendar as well. So this will be a future thing. But in a couple of minutes, we'll go over to how to cancel. So let's say you did not mean to schedule this shift on September 21st. So now how do you cancel it? So we'll go over that too in a little bit. Does anyone have any questions about registering for a shift? I know that was a lot, but feel free to let me know.
I just want to point out the qualifications is a big thing. I sign you guys up, obviously, and a lot of you guys, I will sign you up for shifts even after I sign you up in the system. And when I do that, I'm not able to complete your qualifications for you. So it's really important that if I'm signing you up for shifts, which I don't mind doing, but you have to go in and complete your qualifications still, because we need those, that's for reasons, for safety reasons, and make sure people are at the right place at the right time safely. So if you have friends or family that are volunteering on your behalf, make sure you emphasize that they need to go into their account and complete those qualifications.
Mm-hmm. And I can show you, I don't have a picture of it on this slideshow, but I can also show you where you would go to view qualifications. We've tried to label all of them. So it'll say, as you could see, I'll go back to that picture really quick. So when you go to the menu, that'll show you all of your qualifications. We try to point out parentheses. So if it says for all volunteers, that is something you will need to complete regardless of where you volunteer. But see number 3 down here, it says for construction. So you only need to do that if you plan to volunteer on the build site. So we tried to point all of that out. You only need to do what aligns with whatever you registered for. So it'll also say for restore volunteers. Okay, so now say you did want to cancel one of your shifts. It's really easy. It's not very intuitive though. So no worries if you did not know how to cancel shifts before. So this is your homepage. So once you're officially signed up, your qualifications are set, this is what you will see when you log into your account. If you ever need to get back to this page, click on this dashboard button here and it'll bring you right back. So this will show you your total volunteer hours. And then the other button that's important to know is this opportunity responses. So this is a button, so you can click that. And this will bring you to every shift that you are registered for. It won't show past shifts, it'll show upcoming shifts. So if we wanted to cancel this shift on August 31st, all you have to do is click on this drop-down menu and you can either edit your response. If for some reason you notice hours are missing, you can add hours, or you can unregister. So unregistering is very important if you're not able to make it. As I mentioned before, the site staff, whether it's a build site or the restore, they really plan their days around how many volunteers are available to show up. So if you're unable to show up, we do ask that you unregister. If possible, it would be nice to give a full day notice, but we understand that things happen at last minute too. So that's how you unregister. I previously mentioned adding hours, so you can add hours here if they were missed. They will just need to be approved by the site supervisor, but the site supervisor should be aware of that. It will pop up on their end, but just know when you add hours, they are not automatically approved. And that could be just to double check that we're not double recording hours. So say you think you're missing, but then actually construction added their hours later that day. We just want to make sure that everything is recorded correctly. For the qualifications that I talked about earlier, there is a menu right up here. So this will have your initials, or if you uploaded a picture, it will have a picture. So if you click that, it'll bring a drop-down menu and you can see qualifications. The other option is when you're in this page, you can also click this button right here. So this will show you all of the qualifications you filled out, the ones you didn't. And again, some of the ones you did not fill out may not be needed. So one says for office volunteers, and you may never need to do that qualification. But just know if any are missing, you can look in this button here. Okay. Does anyone have questions about canceling a shift? Okay. If anyone does, just feel free to stop me. So the last thing is completing your profile. So as we talked about, Abigail helps you set up your account by giving you your login information. So a really important thing is to complete your volunteer profile online. Oh, well, I did have a picture of this menu. Awesome. So this is the menu I was talking about. So to complete your profile, you're going to click this Edit Profile button. So this is going to bring you to all of the personal information you have in your account. Anything with a red star or a red asterisk next to it just means it's required to complete. So we don't have too many things that are required, but it's name, email, phone number, address, your birthday. And then another thing that a lot of people miss, and it is really important, is this emergency contact here. So this is if anything were to happen on site, which hopefully nothing ever does, we just need to know who to contact for you. So whether that is Abigail or whoever it may be, sorry, I hope Abigail doesn't get a ton of calls now for that, but whoever your emergency contact would be, list their name, relationship, even if it's just a friend that you want us to call, and their phone number. And again, this is really just for any reason why we might have to call, even let's say if it was you're allergic to bees and there was a bee out that day. So it's so important to add that at least. When you're done completing your profile, scroll down to the bottom and make sure you click Update Basic Information. This will save anything that you changed on your profile, but without clicking that button, you may have filled out this form and then it won't save. So that's one of the important things. You can't really see it up here, but this is also on Edit Profile. There's a section up here on the right that will let you change your password too. So say you can't remember your password, but you're logged into your account or you would like to change it. It'll give you 2 boxes to change it and just confirm it and then click Update Password. Okay. Any questions at this point?
Someone give a thumbs up or a woohoo or something that you're still with us. Yeah, thanks, Jillian. Thanks, guys.
Go ahead.
Oh. No?
Okay.
We're good.
Anyways, sorry. Thank you all though, because I know that volunteer software isn't the most fun topic to go over. So thank you for sticking with me on that. So just a few helpful site tips when you are out and volunteering and completing those sweat equity hours. So what do you need to bring? So for your safety, please make sure to wear a t-shirt with sleeves. So as you can see in the picture, he has short sleeves on. you're welcome to wear long sleeves if you like, but I know it gets really hot in the summer. So we would just like to avoid any tank tops. Really, it's the more layers you have protecting you, the less likely, any accidents could occur. Or at least it would make them more minimal. For pants, we asked knee length or longer. So again, these are at his knees, these are at her knees. Anything shorter than that, it becomes a safety risk. Just because we deal with so many power tools on site and everything, we want everyone to be as safe as possible. You'll be provided all of the other personal protection equipment, such as helmet, safety vest, glasses, and any tools you need. But make sure to wear sturdy shoes on site, closed-toed. So this can be tennis shoes, this can be hiking shoes. If you have steel-toed shoes, that would be ideal. But don't worry, I don't even have steel-toed shoes. So just make sure they're sturdy, closed-toed. We can't have any Crocs on. I know technically it is closed-toed, but they're just not sturdy enough. Like say if something were to drop or tripping, we've had a couple of people at the restore kind of hurt their toes with Crocs. And then we can't have any sandals, even if they're sturdy hiking sandals, it needs to all be closed-toed. So to any site, bring a water bottle. We will always have water on site, but it's always nice just in case, say it's a really hot day and we ran out of water at noon and you're really thirsty. It's a really good idea to bring your own water bottle. Just for hydration. I know a lot of you have probably dealt with the heat in the summer, and the restores can be pretty hot as well, since a lot of them do not have the best air conditioning, if any. So then lastly, just remember to pack food for lunches or snacks. A lot of the sites have some sort of refrigeration, like at the restores, they have their own fridge. Some sites might have microwaves, so you're welcome to heat things up. But if you are working a longer shift, so say at a build site, remember to bring that lunch. There are rare occasions where we may provide lunch. So say a group comes out, so the group has lunches for everyone on site that day, which are amazing days, I'm sure you know. But always be prepared with a lunch just in case. Even if you go to the restore for a 4-hour shift, typically we'll have some sort of snacks on hand, but it's a good idea to bring some just in case too. You'll always receive a break at the restore if you work 5 hours or longer. But all of the volunteer coordinators too are really understanding. So if you needed to take a break during a 2-hour shift, like a quick 10-minute break, just let us know and you can go eat your snacks. Okay. So the last thing I wanted to provide, which Abigail has this PowerPoint if any of you want it, it's just contact information. I know you already have Abigail's, but just in case, put that on. If you have any questions for Courtney or I, you can email us here. You can email us at our personal accounts, but this is probably best just in case one of us are on vacation, because then you'll immediately get a response. If you ever need to contact any of the restore coordinators, these are their emails here. If you have more site-specific questions about build sites, I would just email the volunteer programs team and Courtney can help you with that, or she can help connect you with whoever you're trying to reach as well. All right, so that's the presentation. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to let me know.
Europe, go for it. Oh, you're muted. Oh, there you go.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hi, good to see you.
I know it's only me today. My husband is out, so I'm feeding the kids.
No worries.
I'm here. I'm here too, honey.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Hi, honey.
Hi, how are you? I was here too.
Oh, okay. My question. Do you want to ask them? Babe. My question is, so my friend always cook for the whole crew when I'm there. When we go in, the whole crew get food. So what do they do? Because my friend, she cannot volunteer, but she says she will volunteer for food. So can she sign up for the program, or Abigail will take care of it?
I'll take care of it. Just let me know when she's there and maybe like send a picture of the delicious meal she's making, or he, sorry, whoever they are. And then I'll give you the sweat equity for that.
And let me know, because I want to go eat some food.
Yeah, let us know ahead of time.
Sorry, I did not take any pictures, but the site crew can say, because I don't usually like to bring by myself. Either the whole crew will eat, or no, there's not gonna be a food. So yeah, so next one we're gonna go, so I'll take pictures.
Okay, perfect. And just email me your the days that you already have, if you have.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. I wanted to add super quickly to Bree's point about what to wear on site. Most of you, I think maybe 2 of you don't have it, but you have that bright green Homebuyer shirt, or future homeowner, whatever it says on the back of it. Try to wear that to both the restore and the construction site. If it's clean or available. If not, it's not the end of the world, but I love seeing photos. There's photos, as you guys know, if you've been volunteering all the time, I feel like, that get posted internally for our staff to see. And I love when I see the green shirts and I'm like, oh, who is that working today? So, and it's nice for everyone else to know too, who's a homeowner. So wear those if they're available.
And Courtney, do you have anything to add about construction sites specifically?
No, I think you covered all the concerns in the presentation.
Can I say something? I just tell Abigail a lot of time, like, I wish you guys have like in Foster, they have during the weekend. So for us, like for me, especially, I cannot work during the weekday, but the place I choose to work now is really far from my home. But if they have anything like open, like Cherry Plum or Foster, it's like half an hour from my house. But the Hillborough is really far. But like I have to, but it's really far. Like if you have open in Foster, it's really good. Yeah.
Yes, it is a work in progress, as these ladies know. I bug them all the time. So we're working on it. So hopefully soon we'll have some weekend availability, or at least like random, maybe one Saturday here and there at one of the sites. So it's definitely a work in progress.
Yeah, great. And I have a question for you, because I have look back from my the sweat equity report. And they say I need 187 hours for sweat equity. And then from my understand, I just need finish 100 hours because I just only one purchase. So
it's 200 hours regardless of how many, this is a good reminder for everyone. 200 hours regardless of how many people are in, or how many applicants you have. The only difference is if you are one person applicant, it's 75 construction hours. And if you are 2 applicant households, so for example, Urib and Abdirizak that are on this call, they're together, 2 applicants on the same household, they have 150 hours they need to complete. So 75 per person. So that's the only difference, Daniel, is you have 75 required construction hours only instead of that 150. Does that make sense?
So I only have 75, right?
Construction.
Like construction.
And then 200 total.
Total for the sweat equity, or just?
So 200 total, like, and like this class is included in that other, so that's not construction, but it still falls under that 200 you need. Then
Oh,
the other
I see.
classes we have, that movie night that's coming up, all sorts of things. And I can send you a full list of things you can do to earn those sweat equity hours.
Oh, I see. I see. Like I talked to you, like my volunteer hours to work
Yep.
for you. Okay, I got it. Yeah. Thank
Abby, I sent you, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I think you're good.
I sent you a couple questions in the chat just privately.
Yeah.
And then just thank you for your help tonight.
Oh, no problem. I am in the middle of responding to you right now.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
But I'll just tell you, I can get you a shirt. So just email me and we'll find a time to have you swing by the office, or I can bring it to you. And then your mom can always bring sandwiches. I love that. So just
Cool.
again, let me know when she plans to, and we'll figure it out.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And then Lun Singh asked if we can bring your own lunch. Yes, that's preferred, I think, unless like you hear otherwise, but I don't know that you will ahead of time. So I would always plan to bring your own lunch at the construction site, especially. If you're at the restore for a short shift, like they said, you can bring a full lunch or at least like something to snack on, just in case you get hungry. Who else? I feel like one other person had. Oh, Nancy asked. Oh, and Courtney answered. Sorry, I'm behind. Good.
Hi, I just have one question
Yeah.
about the orientation class. I mean, orientation, like, let's say like I went to the Gresham Restore and I did the orientation already, but then I saw another, shift for the other restore. Do I have to attend orientation class, or I can just show up? Or what is?
Nope, you don't have to attend another orientation. They should
Oh.
be able to see that you've been to another restore.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I would just let them know when you show up. So say you go to Portland now, just let them know that you already did the orientation, but at Gresham.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Is there one more question with a hand up?
Oh, Europe, did you have a new question or is it still up from before?
Oh, a new question.
Perfect.
So it says choose your size of t-shirts, and my crew is asking why they keep asking us t-shirt size if they're not gonna provide anything.
Oh, because it asks it and get connected, right? Doesn't it ask that? I think they can answer that better. Maybe.
They sign is asking a t-shirt size, but I have a lot of crew members from my work and they're helping me out, and they said, hey, Europe, why do we have to answer every single time that we sign in this one if they're not gonna provide one t-shirt?
Huh. Hopefully they don't have to. I can look into that to see if that's required, but hopefully it's not. We do collect the t-shirt sizes so that when volunteers hit milestones, they earn their shirts. So I believe after 50 hours, you earn a volunteer shirt. So you see like some construction volunteers out there and it says volunteer on their back. Yeah, so then we already know their size and we can hand them shirts.
Thank you.
Of course. Feel like no one else has questions, but if any do come up, really feel free to email us. Or if you don't remember how to contact me and Courtney, just let Abigail know. She knows how to find us.
Yes, I'll hunt them down. I'll also I'm going to send this to everyone actually, even if they didn't request it, because I think it's super helpful. But I'll send it to everyone that was here today too, in case, I know Jillian said she wanted to send this to like a few other friends that have been maybe volunteering or whatever. So if anyone else is in the same boat and has friends or family that's been volunteering or wants to, I feel like this is helpful so they know how to sign up for shifts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really just remember there's that one button for you that'll show you all of your shifts. So you don't have to go digging around the website. I know the website's complicated.
Cool. All right, and there was a question about this too in the chat, but I know this ended early. I assume we're ending soon. Also, you still will get the 1.5 hours. So you can use the free 45 minutes to make some dinner or do whatever you choose.
For guacamole.
Thank you so much.
I just have
Oh, Nancy, you froze. Let's see. Nancy, you froze.
Yes.
Nancy, are you still there?
Yes.
Oh,
I just have one question. I know I need to complete the construction hours, but if I had a friend that go to the construction, the hours that he work can go to my suite, to the other,
oh. You froze. Can you hear? Can you hear me?
I can email the question. Yes.
Okay, so are you asking if your friend is going to the construction site for you, do those hours count for you? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I know that it's not going to count for my construction hours,
Mm-hmm.
but can go to my suite equity.
100%, you have it right. So yeah, only the home buyers hours can count toward that construction category due to some grant stuff that we have. But if you have friends or family, like Europe was saying, she has people making lunches and a whole gang that goes out there to Alder Commons at a time. All their hours just count toward that other hours when they go out.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Perfect. Anything else?
Thank you all for attending this, by the way. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you guys. Thanks for having all the knowledge. Well, like I said, I'll send this out. If any other questions pop up, just let one of us know. Otherwise, I will see you all soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, thank you all. Have a good night.
Thank you
everyone.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh. Okay. That went well, I feel like. Short, but it was good. But let me
Yeah.
stop recording.